Oh, isn't that so funny? The mic. Sorry about that. My mic was muted. So come on in. What we're going to be discussing is why is this selling? And then the flip side of this, which is why isn't this selling? So come on in because I often discuss this with clients. People will come to me and they'll show me a listing. This was actually happening today. And just like why, this is a great item. Why isn't it selling? So I'm going to talk about that and give you tips because I'm very proactive to help you so that you know why your items are selling or not selling. So this is something that actually happened to me in a store. And if you don't know, come on in. I'm Kathy Terrell. I love to be selling. I've got over 15, 20 years of brick and mortar experience. And what that means is that I was working in brick and mortar retailers here in New York City, which is where I'm based. So a lot of experience with setting up displays and merchandising to attract customers, a lot of experience listening to customers, like what they were looking for, um, listening to them and helping them find things that they wanted, listening to what their needs were, like what they were looking for, which I find very helpful. And I remember this one customer, I was in a store and it was in the housewares department. So it was a lot of kitchen items. And it was a non-English speaking customer. It was a store that attracted a lot of tourists and a lot of non-US tourists. So, and if I remember correctly, it was a gentleman and minimal English. And I'm honestly forgetting what language he spoke. I think it was Portuguese. And there wasn't any sales associate that spoke Portuguese. And he was very frustrated because he really was trying to get this item and it was clear that he wasn't finding the item. So he started to pantomime, right? So he's looking at me and I really wanted to help him. And he's pantomiming what he wants. He keeps pantomiming. And when I realized what he wanted was a whisk, so then I directed him to that area. I went back to working on the display that I was working on. And the reason I bring this up, and as you're settling in, I'll introduce myself. The reason I bring this up is that's shoppers coming onto the internet. That is shoppers coming onto eBay. They're looking for something. And sometimes they don't know exactly what they want. And the function of eBay search and the function of our listings is to help eBay help the shopper find what they want. So sometimes what happens with our listing is it doesn't have that key information that will help that shopper find what they want. So literally eBay search, my item might be a great item and it might be what they want, but because of the way I have formatted my listing or because of a couple of keywords that are missing from my item, eBay search, cha-ching, eBay search is not able to know that my item is absolutely perfect for this customer. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. And I'm Kathy Terrell. I'm a top-rated seller on eBay. I'm selling on eBay for over 15 years. I was trained as an eBay education specialist. My background is brick and mortar retail here in New York City over 15, 20 years. And I also sold on QVC as a product presenter for over 6 years. The way I got started selling on eBay was I needed to leave QVC and be more home-based in New York City. QVC was in Pennsylvania because my mom was ill. And I started selling very casually on eBay, very part-time. And then after my mom passed, I scaled my business. And I had this QVC experience of over 6 years of selling. And you go through very extensive training and you learn a lot selling on QVC, not only from your own selling, but from watching everybody else sell, because there's some great sellers on QVC. And then my brick and mortar experience. So I took that, I blended all. Then when I was learning on eBay, and what I really like to focus on is eBay search. It's great to have a great product. We all want great products. And then there's work to be done, excuse me, on sourcing great products. But you can have a great product. Let me pixelate my blue pen. But if it's not formatted in a way that eBay search recognizes, I'm going to have a hard time showing up in search. And if I don't show up well in search, and eBay's default search is what is called best match, I have a hard time selling. I'll have a hard time selling, and I'll probably sell for a lower price than I could because my listing isn't optimized. And if you haven't been listening to Jamie Iannone, he's the new CEO for eBay. He took over in the fall. If you listen to Jamie when he is speaking about eBay and his thoughts for eBay and his vision for eBay, when Jamie talks and writes, he talks a lot about the tech reimagination of eBay. And I was actually re-listening to a couple of things that he said about this. And when he talks about the tech reimagination of eBay, what he talks about is what is called artificial intelligence. And if you do not know what artificial intelligence is, what that means is it is taking consumer behavior, so taking shopper behavior and putting them into buckets, basically figuring out what this shopper likes. Like this shopper likes men's clothes or women's clothes. This shopper likes certain sizes. This shopper likes certain price ranges. Okay, that's all artificial intelligence. It's noting what the customer behavior is and then putting them into buckets so they know what this customer likes. That way, and I shop on eBay almost daily, that way when I log on to eBay, eBay starts to show me things. That's a function of artificial intelligence because eBay notices, like I'm wearing blue, eBay notices I like the color blue. So when I log onto eBay, what is eBay showing me? Blue, right? Because they know that's a color that I like. So if I'm selling a blue shirt and if for some reason I've neglected to put the color, I don't have it in the title, I'm picking an extreme, I don't have it in the item specifics, I don't have it in the description, guess what? My shirt is not going to show in search. It's not because it's a bad shirt. It's not because it's not a great item. I have not given eBay enough information for that shirt to show in search. This is a function of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, what Jamie talks about, the tech reimagination of eBay, is consumer behavior. What does the shopper typically look for? What have they bought in the past? Like if I'm always buying cat items, when I log into eBay, guess what I'm going to see? Cat items. And I may not see, like, for instance, a cat carrier or like a cat bed. eBay might start showing me cat toys and cat food. I was just on eBay shopping for my husband. And so a size. So my husband, I typically am shopping men's medium and large. So when I log back into eBay, guess what? They're going to start showing me men's medium and large in the brands and the colors and the styles I was looking for. It's a function of artificial intelligence. eBay now knows that I shop for men's clothing. Now, how does this impact us as sellers? I will tell you. And in fact, I'm going to show this to you. So hang on a second. Let me pull this up. Because this is very important, because a lot of times when we're doing our listings, we forget to think about what does our shoppers see. So hang on a second. So I want to show you this. So, and I'm going to pick a very general search. So I'm on eBay and I'm going to search for men's red shirt. Okay. And when I search for men's red shirt, there are 4,489,805 results for men's red shirt. I left it very broad. I didn't put in size. I didn't put in condition. I didn't put in whether it's in the United States. I just did men's red shirt. Okay. So 4,489,805. There are filters across the top for price. I can look for a men's shirt under $10, 10 to 15, or over $15. For the sake of this, and what I want to get across is, why is this selling and why isn't something else selling? So men's red shirt, extremely broad. Okay. I'm not doing it by brand or anything like that. Just men's red shirt. And you can do this when you're researching, by the way. So then all I want to do is take a look at what sold. So there are 4,489,805 listings, which is a lot. I want to know from that, because let's say perhaps I am researching because I'm thinking of buying some. Let's see if they sell. So I'm just going to click sold. Let me see if this shows. Yeah, good. Good. So sold 179,971. And because I did a little math beforehand. Hi, Mary, how are you? That's about 4%. So I could be one of those red shirts listed and I haven't sold. Why haven't I sold? Now, obviously, brand is going to matter. Okay, certain brands are going to be more desirable. You'll also find in clothing, this is true in any category, certain size will sell. So, whatever category you're selling in, realize that certain brands are more desirable, certain sizes are more desirable. Hi, Debbie, how are you? So, what I wanted to let you know is, for the sake of this, is we're just being very general, because what I want to help you with is, if you're looking at one of your listings and going, why isn't this selling when I think it should be selling? Here's some help for you. So over 4 million are listed, which is a lot, right? That's a lot of listings, but only 179,000 have sold. So let's take a look at the ones that have sold, okay? And I filtered this by ending recently, okay? So just take a look at these. And so what I did was I just briefly scanned, and these are all pretty moderately priced. We got like $15, $20. Okay, we got different brands in here. St. George Cross, Billabong, Tommy Bahama. Okay, a lot. You know, some are top rated plus, some aren't. That's the little blue logo. Okay. But just sort of scan through this, and you can do this with anything. You could do women's white dress, men's green shirt. What I noticed, in case you, and look at this, I mean, do this search for yourself. The ones that sold, and I'm looking at ending recently, and of course there's going to be one or two where this doesn't apply, but for the most part, take a look at them. Can you see anything? Do you see anything? I mean, you can do the search yourself on your phone or on your tablet. Do you spot anything? The pictures are all different too. Some of the pictures are very good, and then some are like a shirt lying on a rug where I'm going, okay. So definitely a lot of different style pictures. Do you see anything for the most part for all these ones that sold recently? And again, remember, there's over 4 million listed, but over only 197,000 that sold. I'll tell you what I saw, because I scanned through a bunch of them. I went through like 10, 15. For the most part, they all have titles that are 75 to 80 characters. Okay. eBay gives you 80 characters. Now, why does this matter? And I will tell you why it matters. Remember back to Jamie Iannone talking about the tech reimagination of eBay. And when he talks about that, if you listen to him, he also talks quite a bit about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is basically data mining the shopper to know what they're interested in. And the other thing it does is it's data mining your listings. It's getting data from the listings, so that way it knows what listings to feed what customers. If I do not give eBay enough information, they have the bit that I'm giving them, so they can take that little bit of information that I'm giving them. But the more information that I'm giving them about the listing, the better. And the reason I point out this men's red shirt, hi Debbie, how are you, is because of the fact that the ones that sold for the most part up at the beginning, and I just sorted by ending recently, were 75 to 80 characters with good keywords, brand and color. Some of them had the length of the sleeve, some of them had the fabric content. And I bring this up when you're looking at your listings, and it can be a challenge at times, but really look at the amount of characters in your title and see if it is 75 to 80 characters. In addition, a lot of the shirts, and I just spot checked like half a dozen of them, was the item specifics or the keywords that they have in their title: brand, color, fabric, where it's made. Some of them are made in USA, some of them are made in Italy. They also had the same information in their item specifics. And I bring that up because, again, back to Jamie, and Jamie's saying that tech reimagination of eBay, it's good to listen to the terminology that staff, senior staff, and particularly the CEO are using, because it lets you know the vision of eBay and where eBay's going. Is that he talks about a tech reimagination, and he talks about artificial intelligence. And where's artificial intelligence getting their information about the item? From the keywords. Those are the words that you're using. If I don't give eBay the brand, they don't know the brand. If I don't give eBay the size, they don't know the size. If I don't give eBay the fabric content, they don't know the fabric content. Now, when you go through, particularly on item specifics, sometimes eBay can have item specifics that frankly are a little bizarre. It's like, why is this item specific in here? And it's because it's in for the entire category, and it may not apply to yours. If it doesn't, just leave it alone. But the ones that do, neckline style, length of sleeve, it can be period. And if you don't know the period, do not guess. Unless you go through and you see something that's an exact match to yours, it's clearly a very experienced seller, and they know how to date things. Don't guess. Like fabric content, I don't guess. If it doesn't have a fabric label, I don't guess. If it doesn't say, whether to hand wash it or machine wash, I don't guess. Because then I'm setting myself up for an item not as described. But really look, because again, the title, 75 to 80 characters. The ones that had sold, for the most part, had the longer titles. The item specifics were filled in, again, fabric contact, length of sleeve, and different items are going to be different. It's going to be period. It's going to be what it's made of. Is it cotton? Is it linen? Is it plaster? Is it ceramic? Is it porcelain? Is it microwave safe? Because people do search for that. They search for organic. They search for the country. Sometimes they'll be searching. I actually did this. I had a picture frame that I wanted. My husband wanted, it was a picture frame that was a gift to him, and he wanted the exact same picture frame. We'd had this picture frame for over 5 years. I had a good idea that somebody on eBay would have it, and sure enough, they did. I mean, I searched and searched and searched. And because this seller had put in good keywords and had a good picture, I could spot it right away. So if you look at an item that's been sitting there, really go and look at your title. Is it 75 to 80 characters? Is there, and you may think, well, they know that, I'm going to pick a, I'll use my name. They know that Kathy's t-shirts are made in the USA. Yeah, but artificial intelligence doesn't know that, and search doesn't know that. So put it in the title and the item specifics, because what you want is when that person, Kathy, is on eBay searching for men's red shirt in that specific size and that fabric content and that sleeve length, or the vase or the toy or the video game, if you do not give all the pertinent information to eBay, if you do not give eBay all the keywords, or you will get found in less search results. The more pertinent, you don't want to be making things up, the more pertinent, the more accurate, the more fully filled out listing gives eBay artificial intelligence. Again, back to Jamie and the tech reimagination of eBay. It gives it the information so that your item can show up in more searches, right? Because people do just go on eBay and search men's blue shirt, right? Woman's red plaid skirt, red cat bed, right? And having that, for a small cat, for a kitten, the more pertinent information in my listing, and again, title, where does eBay pull keywords from? Title, item specific, and description. And it is good to have it in all three places. Again, back to the men's red shirt. Millions of shirts listed, but only a little over 170 something had sold. And the ones that had sold, again, it's definitely going to be brand, it's going to be size, it's going to be condition. It's also, I looked at them, it was great, great, great titles. So take a look at that. And sometimes you can't see it yourself, so have a friend look at it, okay?